Please, if you come on in, you hit the share button. All our machines have been hacked today. I don't know what is happening with our machines, so we just have to manage. We have to go back to the old school, which is our phones. Please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. As you come on, you just hit the share button, please. It's just that we really need to go live. I had prepared all materials. So this is the old school. We always have to manage it. We have to come back to it. Please hit the share button. Thank you. As you come on in, we are not going to talk today. It's not plenty. We just need to brief, and I had really set up so many things to see. My eyes a little bit red. Mama up. You are the mother of this platform, and the queen has said, Mama Kemi, you're welcome. Hi, my biggest brother Peter. Nice to always meet you on my platform. Hope you are doing great. Greet you. Extend my greetings to your family, Papa Peter Okonkwo. Mama Abs, please, as you come on in the share button, we're not talking today for long. Mama Clista, Array, please, as you come on in, you hit the share button. As you come on in, you hit the share button. We have some updates to give, and then thank you. Please hit the share button. The Peter the Pope, Beelumsi, you're all welcome. Oh, I don't read comments again. What is happening? I hope my face is not true. We just have to go back to old school today. Cha, no fine for taste finding, then you leave a man. Oh God. Let me see if I got some good music for last week. Let me see that. Oh, there's so many things I was supposed to explain today, but which I had already arranged to project. But fortunately or unfortunately, all the machines, none of them I cannot even work on any of them. None. All the machines are like and I think we also had a small mix up with time issue with Clovis. So like I'll only follow. I will follow with please hit the share button. We have a number. We start. Come on. We have a lot. I hope you guys have you're informed of the work that the Ngokutunja, the small trap we set yesterday, they fell in like, man, talking about pigeon. Small trap we put over inside yesterday, they fall for, they will wash them today. They don't see picture, they don't say they go catch fish. Satan them. They enter the small trap, who hit them. They don't suffer today from Ngokutunja. Bravo. Our boys, Ngokutunja, bravo to them. Wonderful shake up to them. Please, Ngokutunja, Balikumba, LGA, you have all our support for the wonderful, wonderful work you have done today. It was marvelous. It was marvelous. What is happening? Oh God, I did not. I can't imagine that I did not. Oh, if somebody calls, I did not even make any security setup. Oh, shit. So, Ngokutunja, wonderful work today. When I don't really have my page now, this. Please, you come on in, you hit the share button. Oh, I have really. Please, sorry, so many people are complaining that they are not getting you. They are not getting the show. So, I don't know what is happening. Yeah. Now there's another serious incident that is going on in Tumbo. La Republic military, they go about, they arrest people, they arrest Ambazonians, and they kill them. I'm waiting for the picture of that imam. I think one of the imams in Tumbo, this was killed by the military today. When the military came, they started arresting. They arrested him. Two other whom they were looking for, they escaped. So he was arrested. The imam was arrested, taken to the station. And I think he spent 2 or 3 days in the station. He was released. Later on, they came again. They took him. They messed him up. And he was shot today by the military. He was shot. They say he is the one protecting he's the one providing odeshi for our boys, whatsoever, up down, and he was shot. He was shot after being tortured. He has been tortured. May his soul rest in peace. So I'm expecting his video, his picture. When I get his picture, then I will put up I'll read, I'll write I'll give a write-up of the incident. So please, this is a call for concern to all boys on the ground. Sometimes ago, I said, by then we were still under the Anglophone name. I said all Anglophone. In one of my posts, I said all Anglophone. I was still on ground zero per se. I think I was still on ground zero then. I said all Anglophones are guilty. I said all Anglophones are guilty. In this fight, if you are on ground zero, I want you to understand one thing as an Ambazonian. La Republic, they don't love us. They don't like us, and they will never like us. Because they are only exploiting. They are leaning on us. They think we are going to remain slaves forever. What we are doing at this moment, what we have been doing for the past 4 years, 3 years going to 4, has been like, are these slaves mad? What do they think they are? That is what they look at us. They cannot imagine that these people that we have tried to subdue for 58 years, they still have the guts to come up to even carry a look at us, fellow Ambazonians. Their perception about us will never change. I want to assure you that. If you are listening to me and you are on ground zero, know that no matter how good you behave, no matter how clean you want to think you are, no matter how genuine you want, let me tell you, you are an enemy to La Republique. The Dion Gutes, the Atanganjis, the whosoever, let me tell you, you are all enemies. All the Akeremunas, all think you are in La Republique, which position you hold in La Republique, they see you as a potential enemy. So no matter what you do, an enemy to life will remain there because they will not imagine. So now is the time. They kill us let me tell you, as I'm speaking, there is a mass grave. There's a mass grave somewhere in location XXX. I'm still working on it. Let me see, I got some images of this. Let me see where's. I got just, fellow Ambazonians, I want you to look at this. This is just part of the grave. This is what you get there. In a particular location. You get this. This is it. They attack all able Ambazonians. If you are an able body, if you are a man, they target you. They kill you. So, and I ask myself, why have you decided to die as a slave? It is better I die fighting. We will all die someday, but make your death be meaningful. We have heroes that we will venerate. There's one thing I want you to understand, fellow Ambazonians listening to me. There is one thing that is sure, is that we will get our independence. The Bible says, when there is a will, there is a way. We have started. There is no tune down. There is no way. I want to assure you, listening to me, no matter how crazy you find our ideas today, you find that this struggle is. I've seen some people start. Some others have started calling their ambassador of justice. I'll play the video and you will listen to those who have started calling themselves ambassador of justice, and they call themselves peace ambassador of justice. So they confuse which one they want to take. My boss, Park Clovis, what is happening today now? I don't understand. It's a technical difficulty or what? I don't understand. Maybe we'll talk that after. And we also had a clash of time. You said you'll be coming at 6 and I was supposed to wait. I know 6 to 7:30 you'll be down. I will continue. Hope we talk out this backstage. So, fellow Ambazonians, there is one thing you must understand. I've said my platform is no longer to talk about people. I don't talk about people on this platform. If you want education, if you want to be motivated, if you want to do more in this revolution, then you want to listen to me. Because by now we must have gotten to the understanding that everybody has taken his or her position in this revolution. What has changed my concept is after the success of the Amber War draft. After award, I then realized that for sure Ambazonians know where they be. 80% of these Ambazonians, 80%, they belong to the interim government led by Dr. Samuel Komesako. So what I am embarked on is motivating those who know where they belong to continue in their quest to upgrade. Because no matter how much you talk against A, you talk against B, the Ambazonian people already know who A is, who B is, who C is. So no matter what you preach now, No matter you call their names from morning till night, it doesn't change anything again. That is what I want to understand. And it only helps their agenda because they have agenda of distraction. So each time you come up and you are talking about A, B, C, that is what they want. They want you to always call their name and we forget the ground. I cannot imagine for 2 weeks, just imagine after the success of the award, just what has happened on the ground. The Warriors have sparked. We have seen Fako spark. We have seen Ngokotunja this afternoon. I mean, lighting. Because we are focused. There is no longer this issue of, I've said, when you call names of irrelevant people, you make them become relevant. We had a live on the 3rd of May. We had a live town hall meeting with close to 700 people in attendance. 700 people, close to 700 people in attendance. And 315,000 was raised. Pledge and in direct giving. So what do we want again? Already knows who is in control. So why now we all we need to do as activists is build up. Conspiracies have been coming, but these conspiracies have not shaken the foundation of the interim government. So now it's time for us to focus and build these people that God has given us. God has used the award to tell people on ground zero that diaspora is still committed. And when they see us each day on social media still quarreling, then they say, for real, these people don't know. They don't know what we are going through. They don't know. But when we spend our time to educate them, what I'm going to talk today is about building institutions and not individuals. From the beginning of this revolution, it has been all about institutions and not individual. There are people that are at the hand moment. That is what we need in this revolution now. You need to be assured. You need to have that confidence in the institution that you are working with. Our biggest problem started in 1953 at the Enugu House of Assembly, when our forefathers saw the dominating attitude of the Nigerian constitution. They said, no, enough, we cannot attend, we cannot go there, we cannot continue in this spirit. And they did what? They walked out of that assembly. They walked out of, because of what? Domination. Because they saw that they had no place. They had no place in that assembly. And they came, 13 of them. The 13 of them walked out. Not 12, not 11, 13 were there, and these 13 walked out. You now name it was a team. This is the power of a team, the power of an institution. That we are going there as one man. And when we reach there, we agree as a team that we will no longer take this. And they successfully came out. They successfully did what? They came out as one man. Now, to understand, individuals will begin to destroy us. Out, they formed their own assembly. The first government was formed, I think, in 1954. Forgive me if I get any mixed up, any historical mixed up. In 1954, they had their first government that was, no, in 1958, the first government was set up. Back in 1950, Parliament, in 1954, they said, no, enough is enough, we are not taking that as a team. Now, when individuals started coming in was when they took Foncha aside. They took Indele aside, they separated them. Understand now, where individuals now, where we were sold out of by individuals, because the French government cornered this man here, Foncha, and said, now it's time for us to join La République. So they changed the mentality of Foncha. Muna, they all changed their mentality. Why Ndele was there? They have been separated. But imagine that Ndele and Foncha, Muna, they had agreed and said, no, we want a third option. And that third option was supposed to be Either you join La Republique or you join Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Choose. And when this option came, these people were divided. Foncha and Muna were no longer a team again. I mean, Foncha and Endele, they were no longer, they were separated. This one said, no, I want this. But let me tell you, when our parliamentarians left Enugu, they left as one man. They left as one man. This is the power of an institution. But when that institution was divided, separated, when that collective nature, when these French people came in, which is the same attitude they are doing today, they are working on us today, because they are doing their best to separate individuals. When they separated Endele and Foncha, they knew the game was over. They knew the third option would not come out. But maybe if Foncha and Endele had joined together, they would have said, no, but we need the third option. We will not join France. We will not join Nigeria, sorry. Prefer to be on our own. And Endele gave them his 10 predicaments. Endele said, that people there in French Cameroon know that there will be no liberty. Military will be there. You will pay tax. And all that Endele predicted is happening to us. For the past 58 years, we have been going through Endele's prophecy that came to pass. Fellow Ambazonians, and we are still working on the same. Now, look at where individuals have kept us at this moment. When it started with consortium, we had the teachers' trade union, we had the lawyers' trade union, and we had the traders, the business people, their own trade union. We gathered. We had Pantasang, we had Agbobala, we had Fontaine. But the irony is, the person that was most heard, that everybody looked up to, was Pantasang. But Pantasang, as an individual, was not the leader of the consortium. Who was the leader of the consortium? It was Agbobala. I want you to just help me follow this train. It was Agbobala, to tell you that it became now not an individual, not one person who has influence to control. No, but they have now formed a team. An institution was formed, the consortium. An institution was formed, which is the consortium. Consortium now did what? They transfer when things went gagged, they transferred that power to who? To Mark Barata and Tapang. These two together with a collective of all diaspora, because all that they did, everybody, all our eyes were on them. Look at the power of the institution. It was not an individual. Agbobala would have just wrote and said, okay, Mark, you take power. Control yourself, individual. But he did not. He assigned Mark and Tapang to always tell you that a thing, an institution, is far more better than individuals. I want you to understand that without institution, let me tell you, we are flat. It is game over in this revolution. Okay, we live there. When they came back, power was transferred. When Pantasang managed to go to Nigeria, escape to Nigeria, that same power. Now, individualism came in when Tapang and Mark started fighting against what was given to them. They started fighting it. Said, no, you cannot fight. It was handed to you. Now we have one person who is free and who can exercise, who can continue where that institution that was created to run this phase, that person is free and can continue. You see, it was not individual, but they still maintained the institution. We had Barrister Yambe and Pantasang. So they took power. The consortium continued. Next was the Skakuf. After Skakuf, it still continues. with the governing council. Patasan, as an individual, did not fight, but he accepted that the institution should run the revolution. At that moment, Patasan would have said, I think I'm the only one, so I deserve to be given. I've survived. I deserve to be given to take the chairmanship. But it was not like that. It was an institution. People, these people, and decide. And at that moment, maybe he was not willing, or the people decided that, okay, Siseko, you take over. Siseko took over governing council till he announced the restoration of our independence. But I want to ask, how a group cannot announce? I want Amazonians to understand that we have the most unique revolution in history. Our revolution is not like any other revolution. We are only fighting for the rest of. We have been granted independence. We had a government. We have been granted independence and we had a government. So, with the proclamation of independence, what follows? It becomes automatically a country. And that country needs a government to pilot her affairs. That is the building of. Who is not proud? Let me I am proud to have I am proud to have my anthem. I sing this anthem with joy. I sing this anthem with all pride. Let me tell you, I can sing. Here is the most emotional moment of my life. I hardly sing my anthem with my eyes open. My eyes are always closed. It's the joy of a people. I remember when I was born. I think when I was born, I met Pope John Paul. Saint John Paul was he was in 1979. He was in 1978. Now, I said, oh, when will I see a next Pope? I was so anxious. When will I see the next Pope? When will I see? Until Saint Pope John Paul, he died in his ripe old age. And I was so happy to glorify God for his life. And then I will see who the next Pope Benedict now. I said, oh, so at last I have seen. This is the same joy that after crying for 58 years, we finally said, oh, enough is enough. We have our own anthem. We have our own flag. Then we need a government a group. When you are fighting for a group will not have anthem. A group, it's all these things pertains to a country. When you start talking of groups having anthem, it means it's like your normal Jangi group. You have your own small anthem. For example, you have the UEFA anthem. You have St. Mary's Choir anthem. They have. But when it comes to a country, who backs the anthem? It's the institution. Who backs the flag? It's the institution. It's not group. It's not individual. No, we don't take that. When Siseko and the others were arrested, power again was transferred from ground one. The first power was transferred from ground zero to the diaspora. It went to ground one. Another experiment. It did not work again. So it was transferred again back to the diaspora. And now where individuals come in again, I go back to this story. I said, individuals, when do they come in again? A government was created. People sat, the Secretary of State and the others, they sat. It was moving well. And then one person again removed another letter, an individual. I want to explain to you people in this revolution. Another one person again wrote a letter calling back. I said, no, I am dissolving. I dissolve. That is now another phase of, a fresh phase of division, a fresh face of wanting to collapse the revolution. Please, let us respect the institutions we put in place. Let us respect this institution. Let us not abuse this institution because we are leaders. Then the first person who would have known to abuse everything would Patterson. Patterson has every right to abuse any institution. But because he is part of that institution and must respect this institution, he has to do what? He has to see, follow what this institution is doing. When he was on ground zero, he had the right to. They offered him money in cash, millions. But because he believed in the institution, not himself. He believed in the institution. And now today, the interim government is in place. We have the county system. These are the institutions put in place by the interim government, giving you this same power. I cannot imagine that people have been given power. They still carry this power again and they want to give it to an individual. I've never seen things like, I've never come across things like this. It's so funny that me and you, we are fighting. We know we want power, we want justice, we want this, and then you are being handed. You say, okay, this is, go organize your county, organize your LGA, support your home. What do we want? What do we want? What are we seeking for? We build, let me tell you people something. If hunting today as the president of the interim government, we put him aside. We look for another president. If Secretary Chris of the revolution is, we'll put Secretary Chris aside. We'll look for another person. Let me tell you, stones will speak in this revolution if we sit quiet. Stones will speak in this revolution if we sit quiet. So, I want to assure you people that these institutions are there for us. You have the right to question where your money is going to. You put your money in your LGA to support your people back home. They deserve to give you an account of what is happening. This is not a revolution of a one-man show, because so many people have taken it to be a one-man show. This is, people are dying. This is not a revolution for us to make showmanship. I have 1,000 view, I have 5,000 view, I have this. Lady Pons the other day was making a live show. Lady Pons, the La Republic artist, he had 50-something thousand view. This 50-something thousand view, they were consistent for more than two hours. Do you know what? They were listening to gossip. They were listening to what? Gossip. If you want to get view, just bring new gossip. That is why I said, my platform, I want people who are ready to be inspired, and not people who are coming for gossip. Because you hear that this man's name has done this one, they will talk about this. I am no longer interested. I will not talk about people, but I will inspire you to inspire somebody. That this battle we must win, and we must respect our institution. It is not the number that views you that matter. It is how many people are impacted by the knowledge that you give. That is what matters in this revolution. We succeeded in the award because people had concentrated. I pleaded, I made an appeal that we talk about nobody for the next 2 weeks. And within 1 week, look at the success of our award. Please, now it's time for us to redirect. Now it's time for us to do what? To redirect. Our energy is to go back on ground zero. Please, identify your local government. I explained last week what is award all about. What is the Amber Ward Draft all about? It's your money that you put in a safe area, that your local government and the interim government, that governing institution, work together to see better results on the ground. Some people say, oh, they have raised 300,000, so we need to see more popcorns and this on the ground. No. If you don't see these things on the ground, please go back to your local government. Ask what Meza 50,000 last Saturday, Manu raised 40 something, I think 46. So in the days ahead, things have already started happening on the ground. We saw an appointed mayor went down. We have earlier warned them. All these enablers, we have warned them. But they will not listen. I see people crying and I ask, so is the mayor more important than those 13 children that were born in Kabul? So his own blood is white and those of that kids is red. They all have red colored blood. So please, fellow Ambazonians, we have institution. Identify. We have everything now in place. The county chairs, we have their numbers. The local government, we have their numbers. Identify yourself. Go to your local government. Contribute to your local government. Forward anything that you have. Is it by draft? You want to draft your local government? Draft and indicate that this is for my local government. It goes straight into the account of your local government. And when that time comes, the National Treasury will withdraw that money when it is needed by your local government. The National Treasury has a disbursement modality and they will forward that fund to your local government to ensure that it goes to where it is supposed to go. That is the power of an institution. Now, we have on the ground already, each county controls her security, controls her defense. I want you to understand, if we group all these armies now at this stage, imagine that we group all of them and put them under one canopy. It will be easy to penetrate their defense. It will be easy to penetrate their intelligence. And it will be easy to dissolve them once. Let me explain this to you people. All those who are talking about what, that we have. Each county controls her defense is the best. Because if you succeed to penetrate the defense, you succeed to penetrate the intelligence of that LGA, you will not penetrate the intelligence of the county. To penetrate the intelligence of the county X, you will not be able to penetrate the intelligence of county B. So we are at guerrilla warfare. I cannot imagine that during guerrilla warfare, you are saying that they should make one army what? It is unheard of. Except you want to sell this revolution this same day. Because that is what people want, that they should gather these boys under one canopy. And tomorrow they sell them out. That is the logic behind it. It is not that they won't let these boys gather. These boys are well organized. Let me tell you, the 13 county chairs, they coordinate. They have the National Self-Defense Council, where all the 13 county the defense chair, they sit. It means they coordinate. They have their intelligence aspect. They work together. If the county X is under attack, and County Y, which is the neighbor, will easily send reinforcement. But they don't need to come on social media and say, no, we have sent reinforcement. No. That is communication between them. But just imagine that we gather all these guys and we put them under one canopy. Man, to penetrate them will be good money. Let me tell you people something. To penetrate them, one can easily sell all of them. One. Just imagine that 39 that were going to Bui. Those 39 that were going to Bui. Just imagine that was the National Army. That would have been the end. That it would have been over. So, it's an institution we are building. A defense mechanism. It is revolution. It is guerrilla warfare. You hit and you run. Just like what I put up a picture of a video of the stubbornness in Bafanji. Some dirty politicians, they sit in La Republic capital and they are influencing people back home. That there is no restoration force in Bafanji, so they should not respect Country Sunday. When these guys went there, I put that small video up. Those idiots, those dirty frogs, they entered. And you have heard the result this afternoon in Balikumba. You have heard in that. When they entered there, we sandals them where? That is what we are going to be doing. We have many more. We change the strategies as they come every day. We change our strategies. So I see some people querying me that no, you're not supposed to put the face of these fighters. That is a warning that I am warning. That one was a warning that I was sounding to the people of Bafanji. That if you sit in La Republique and you think you can influence people who are resolved for their independence, you are wasting your time. There are restoration forces in Bafanji. So please respect Monday as Country Sunday. Stay in your house. That is our resolve. Stay in your house. Don't come out. Don't look for trouble where there is not. Don't look for one. So you read the update. I have the update on my page from what happened after they saw that. Those idiots, they went in and we had to welcome them. Small popcorn that we gave them. Bravo, Restoration Forces of the Ngokotunja County. Bravo, Restoration Forces of the Balikumbat LGA for the wonderful job. Because they saw those guys and their bodies were like, they thought we change every day. We are chameleons too. We change every day. That is the power of an institution. We hit, we shake. We hit, we shake. So please, the people of Bafanji, respect the laws of the land. We don't have any problem with you people. Monday is Country Sunday. Stay indoors. Let those Caliwats in Yaoundé continue there. They will not come and join you there. When our boys came, you went into your houses. They are still in Yaoundé. So please, the government of La Republique has not done all good. Ambazonians, we have you have to be provoked. After the Amber War draft success, it's a big message for me and you. We recommitted ourselves. We made the international community know that we are ready. If they thought they will use my trip to Boya to scam that to destroy the revolution, we took 8 hours to prove them wrong. And it was a message. Yaoundé is still, Yaoundé is still, the corridors of power in Yaoundé, they are still confused. That's so after all that our agents have been assigned to destabilize them, to talk about my trip to Boya for 10 years, and these people still have the power to raise this amount, it means these people are resolved. Yaoundé has been destroyed. Let me tell you. If for example, just like we're still under my trip to Boya, a one central command system, let me tell you, this revolution would have been over. Believe it or not, if we were still under Yaoundé, if we were still on, we were still under that one system, that central system before my trip to Boya, it would have been over. They would have destroyed us. Body, we are more organized on the ground than even in the diaspora. Let me tell you people something. We are even more organized on ground zero than in the diaspora. We are even more organized. And we will continue to be organized. Go to your county. Locate your county. Support your county. I've told you, posterity will judge so many of us. There are so many who will lie to their great-grandchildren that we took part in the revolution. But now, you don't even hear their names. Just like my father will always tell me, Paul, I was the first in class. When I crossed over to his friend, may his soul rest in peace, Patana will tell me, Paul, I was first in class. Patana, you and Nillong, you were in the same class. Who then was? So it means all your years was only bracket. That is how so many of you will lie to your children. Now is the time. Now is the time. Rise up. Go back to your country. Go back to your county. Go back to your LGA. Build institution. Don't build individual. Let me tell you, This fight is not on Facebook. I heard some people were grumbling yesterday that why brought a francophone, this and that, what and what. It doesn't change anything. Let Secretary Chris invite Mr. Paul Biya, that being Vondo on ABC. It doesn't change the resolve of the people. Let me tell you, what we need now is money. Our boys on the ground well equipped, and we point our hands to the Swiss table. It's over. No matter what I say on Facebook, no matter what anybody, activist or who you rant on the Facebook, doesn't change the resolve of 8 million people. I want to assure you that no matter what, let's say Chris, who is even first better? That Jean-Pierre Dupont and Nillong Frundi, who is better? Who is better? Dupont is better. Dupont is better. He's 1 million times better than Nillong Frundi. A sell out. A cankerworm in the revolution. A man who thinks only about himself. So please don't grumble. Let anybody, it's a national television. Anybody has the right to come there and talk. Talk what you want to. Oh, God have mercy. Say what you want to. But let me tell you, Ambazonians, in the diaspora, our boys on the ground are ready to fight till the last man standing. Our boys are ready to fight. In the diaspora, we are ready to contribute no matter. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. But we are ready to contribute. It is not money that pushes us. It is not money. It is our determination for freedom. First, then money comes after. Because there are people who have the money, they are not willing to fight. There are so many who have the money, but they are not willing to fight. So what comes first is the willingness and the resolve. Money comes second. When people came out on the 21st of November 2016, it was not for money. It was the resolve. It was the determination for change that brought everybody out on the street that day. And Akum Julius was shot. Akum Julius was not shot because they were paying him. He was shot because he was determined to fight for change. That is what me and you are supposed to be doing. We don't have. I want to thank the brave effort of Pa James Mulu on his hospital bed. He said, I am ready to contribute. I am drafting 100 euros. Lying on his hospital bed, he drafted 100 euros. How much have you? You are strong and fine. You have survived the 390 days of COVID. You are still alive. You are still fine. And our brothers are down there. And you stand on social media, you write, you do this. Please, we build institution. I have said, I say it now, tomorrow after tomorrow. If Dr. Samuel Sako is tired today, the interim government will sit and say, okay, your term shift. We look for another president, we put. If there is no president, a stone will stand and carry us to Boya. Secretary Chris, he is there, he is the mouthpiece. If he says today that enough, he wants to change tongue, we tell Secretary Chris enough, okay, you to pack. If there is no human being to maintain that position, a stone will lead us to Boya. Nobody is indispensable in this revolution. Fellow Ambazonians, listen and you listen to me carefully. Nobody is indispensable in this revolution. Everybody in this revolution is indispensable. If we are tired today, let me tell you, our children will take over. Our kids. The child in a mother's womb, just like when Elizabeth met Mary and they embraced, John the Baptist leapt in the womb of Elizabeth. That is how our children, unborn children, will leap in their womb, in their mother's womb, if we say enough is enough. 7 months old, the children will be born premature to continue the struggle. Let me tell you, listening to me today, This struggle is not about people. It's not about individuals. It's not about groups. It's about institutions that have been put in place by the grace of God to gather people for a way forward. Fellow Ambazonians, now is the time. Do not wait for tomorrow. Call your neighbor. How many people have you educated on this in this struggle? How many? How many have you talked and convinced them to see the need for a better tomorrow for Ambazonia? Let me assure you today, if there is one thing that I believe my body, my blood, my soul, my spirit believe in, is the independence of a free Ambazonia. If there is one thing that I believe in, one, God is my life. I don't want to put God. I cannot compare God to any earthly thing, because he is my life. He is my existence. He's my everything. So remove him out of what I say. The one thing I believe is a free homeland. I have suffered enough. I have suffered enough. Where you are in the diaspora, tell me where you don't face racism. But do you face racism back home? I tell you, you don't only, back in Ambazonia, you don't only face racism. You face francophonia. How can I even, which term do I put it? Le Biafra. Le this, le that. Do you want to leave racism in the diaspora and still go back and face them? No. No. You have been in Europe for 20 years. You have been in Europe for 30 years. You have been marginalized enough. You go back in your own country and they tell you, garez-vous, garez-vous, garez-vous. Montre ton papier, ton pièce, ton this, in your own house. So it means they will marginalize us for how long? Fellow Ambazonians, now is the time. It can never be now, it is now. Now, let us stop name calling and reality. Our recommitment has been shown to the world. We don't need to bother about scallywags. We don't need to bother about scarecrow. Scarecrow are just, they are put in farms, in big farms to scare away birds. To scare away birds. So why do we bother about scarecrows in the farm when the real enemy is under the ground? Then we are chasing scarecrow? Are we mad? A madman picks your clothes, is running towards the market, you go naked and you are after the madman, you become automatically mad. Fellow Ambazonians, we are at war. I see some people sometimes they pity, no, we are not supposed to do this. We are at war. When they pick us, oh God. I saw the picture of a young man, I think where today, in the northern zone. I think in Tuba, they said they picked him, they shot him and told the family, go and pick. That is how they will continue killing us. They will continue, let me tell you, they will continue to kill us. They have made up their mind that they will continue to kill us. Let me tell you, today is the day of that Tuba man because it's not your family member. Tomorrow you don't know when your family member will be part of it. And when your family member becomes part of the game, when they shoot, that is when you say, oh, you want to join the struggle. Do not wait for them to kill your family before you join. Join now. Now is the time. No matter the amount you have, you just need to draft to support your people back home. We have institutions. Now, if you call me that they have kidnapped somebody, they have kidnapped your brother, your sister, I don't tell you that. No, go to your local government. If you belong to any local government, go there. Let the local government take care. I cannot be in Meme and I'm taking care of Fako. I cannot be in Meme, I'm taking care of Ndian. I cannot be in Meme. No, I am in Meme. If anything concerns Meme, I can intervene because I'm part of Meme. And if you are in Meme, you are not part of it. You are not in the council. You are not in among the Meme forum. You are not part of it. You don't support the Meme team. And something happens to you. Please, don't bother to call me. Don't bother to call me. I will not take part because those guys, we support them, we feed them, we help them, we build them. Not for them to go and face bullet to catch somebody who is kidnapping people because of you. No, we cannot reach them. So now is the time. Let me tell you, La République, they will never be our friends. No matter how much they sympathize with us, they will never be. Look, they hate us. because they have always looked at us as their slaves. You are going to remain a slave. Those who are in the diaspora, I'm still telling you. Remember, when you go back home, what they will tell you. Montrez-moi ton papier. Montrez-moi ton papier. Ton pièce. Tu viens in your own country, English-speaking country. After leaving the racism in the diaspora, where you go and see the white man prefers the white man. Look at the nurses in America the other day, a white nurse crying, making a Facebook video, crying that the way they are killing black people in this hospital. Man, then you live here, you go and face French again in your own. Oh, let me tell you, I hate to be a slave in my country. I hate to be a slave. I will never be. I will die like this fighting. I have given up everything. I have given up everything. I am in the early part of my 40s. They say life begins at 40, but mine, war begins at 40. And I've embraced that. And there is nothing that can stop me from this until I see homeland free or I die fighting. I cannot leave the diaspora, then go back and then face my own brother in discrimination. You go to the law court. What do they tell you? That the judge, a judge will sit in French, write a document, write his judgment in French. Oh God. Ambazonia don't suffer. A judge will sit in French in an English court, writes his judgment in French and gives you to go and translate. Oh, I hate the day. I hate the day we joined with these people. I curse the 1st of October 1961 that brought us with these people. But I bless 21st of April 1961. I bless that day. That day that they gave us our independence without knowing. They never knew they were building a breed of a people that will one day fight for the 21st of April. I bless the UN chapter 1608. That is where they cannot withdraw it. They cannot carry us back to 1961, 21st April. They cannot. The 64 nations who voted cannot withdraw their vote. It has already been, it has been done, signed and sealed. And then we were tricked in 1961, on the 1st of October. You celebrate it as Independence Day. No, it's the day that we were officially sold into slavery. Our Independence Day is the 21st of April 1961. And the day we were officially sold as slaves to a French cankerworm, to a French demagogue, to demons. We were official, and then the time has come for us to fight. We have the opportunity to fight, and some people are telling me, what? What do you think about? Go back and they will ask him, montrez-moi ton papier. Until even our English brothers, the moment they join the military, they automatically become French people. You see a Bafo man, you enter a police station. You see a Bafo man, you see a Bali man, you see a Fontaine man, you see a man from Bafanji. They are all speaking French. French is the official language of a country that had been voted, that had been granted independence in the United Nations. Fellow Ambazonians, maybe you don't see what I am seeing. What these people hold against us after we have destroyed their economy. We have completely destroyed. La République is working on board on minors. Do you think they will ever be happy with us? Let us finish it. Excuse me. Let us finish it. Fellow Ambazonians, now it's not time to come and spend 1 hour to tell people I have my agents everywhere. Now is the time to tell people, let us finish it. Work with your institution. You have an institution. Go there. Gather with your brothers and ask yourself, what are we going to do to finish this battle? What is my own part? What do you expect from me? Everybody in your LGA, in that forum that you are, you need to give ideas every week. Bring one idea, suggest something every week. There are members in forums that have been dormant for 6 months. They don't even write good money. There are some who are only expert in sharing. Stop all sharing in your WhatsApp groups. Tell them that we want suggestions. Bring suggestions how we are going to end. Let everybody become an intelligent officer. Let everybody become a revolutionary expert. Read. We don't read. Read. You are in the diaspora. You enjoy. You pop your champagne. You dance every day. You eat good food. Do you think about your people back home? Do you think you are going? You will leave diaspora one day. Let me tell you. Except you have pledged to die. Because for me, I know, except free home, a free homeland, I can never go back. So I must do everything to fight to go back. It is only a free homeland that I will go there to enjoy. Not where they will tell me, monte ton papier, tout sordou, tout équi, les Biafra. I will not face Biafra in Europe. I will not face Biafra in America. I still go back in my own country and face and hear Biafra. Some of you are joking. You think you will go back, they love you. Those in the diaspora listening to me, as day goes by, they suspect everybody. As they go by, they suspect everybody. After that amount was raised, now La Republique knows that every Ambazonia is still committed. So don't think you are hiding your face or you don't want your name to appear, because I have people, they don't even call their name, but they send their money. Some have taken that. No, there's a lot of confusion among diaspora leaders. No unity. So I am tired. You are not. Look, La Republique is not tired, and they will never be tired. La Republique is not tired, and they will never be tired. They will not stop. You cannot imagine that after we have the so-called representative in La Republique Parliament, they have fought, and the bill of language was still passed. That French will be used everywhere. That French, they still import. You think, and you still sit and you are dreaming. The hatred that they have for us multiplies every day. As we kill one of them, they hate us. The hatred grows. And as they kill our people, our own hatred to grow. We can never cohabit with them again. We can never. They will leave our land. By hook or by crook, they will leave our land. Now is the time for you. If you have decided to take the trash from here and you want to carry it back home, take it. But I will not take it. Ambazonians, I will not take it. If you look at the way Samsoya was killed, Samsoya was the first man that was slaughtered. He was the first Ambazonian that was slaughtered like a goat. If you don't want to think about that, let's bring the recent 14 February incident in Kabul, where 13 children and 2 pregnant women were burnt alive. They were not killed, they were burnt alive. You think they are going to if they kill children? Someone say, if you don't get papa, get pikin. If they not see papa, if they miss papa, may they not miss pikin. Now that one they call and say, miss ball, no miss foot. They will never love us. So if you are here still sympathizing with them, if you are here still thinking that no, I am not part of this revolution, you will die a slave. But me, I have made up my mind that I will die fighting. They will not call me a slave. They will call me a fighter. They will call me a warrior. Amongst slaves, when you die, when you are fighting, they no longer give you that name against slave. They say, no, he died a warrior because he was fighting for his liberation. Now is the time. Fellow Ambazonians, if you are listening to me and you think you will still leave diaspora and go back and hear, donnez-moi ton papier, ton nom qui tout vient d'où, tout sort d'où, les biafrais. If you think that one is pleasing to your ears, after you have been rejected in the diaspora, after the white man looks at you as guinea pigs, they are dying in their numbers in Europe. We have more than 32,000 in Britain now. France is going to 26,000. America is going to 50,000. And they want to carry their vaccines to Africa. You think that will change? That is not enough. And then another black skin like mine still tells me, calls me Biafra in my own country. And I'm here on social media and I'm talking A, B, C, and D. Is that not madness? Why the real enemy is there? Man, we focus on the enemy. The enemy who takes our skin and thinks he is different from us. The enemy who takes our own skin and looks at us as second class. I will never be a second class citizen to the Frenchman. I have ceased to be a second class citizen to the Frenchman. I have ceased. I will fight. I will fight. I will not take marginalization. Oh God. Ambazonians, wake up from sleep. Ambazonians, wake up from sleep. Now is the time. It is now or never. It is now or never. Look at what happened on the 26th of January 2020. When Maurice, 2019, when Maurice Kamto went out for his demonstration, none of them was killed. They shot them on their legs. They were all shot on their legs, all of them. They went out to demonstrate as the same way we went out to demonstrate, fighting for our own right, begging them, soliciting them to restore that we used to. They took their guns and they came after us. They killed Akun Julius. They burnt Mami Apia. They killed 22 in Bali and burnt. They killed 11 in Bondo Balo. I don't want to talk about the 40 that they murdered in cold blood. 37 they murdered in cold blood in Pini. That one guy who managed to survive and was taken to Akum Hospital. Let me tell you, his two brothers were with him there. They came to that hospital, carried the three of them. They shot in front of that hotel, making 40. And you think we are together? Stop deceiving yourself. They will never love us. But on the 26th of January, Maurice Kamto went out claiming stop the term that was stop Okwa. They said stop. They were talking that they have that their attempt to stop election hold up. They shot Penda. I think is what it was Penda. Penda that was they shot Pa. They shot the lady Michelle on the legs. We saw so many videos. They were shooting only on the legs. But we did the same thing. Ambazonians, we came out the same. With palm fronds, with leaves. I was there. I did not hear. I was there. Let me tell you, the ammunition that came out that day. May their souls rest in peace. A young man was shot in front of me. Where I stood, there was one mad guy in front of me. They shot a bullet, went up our head. I had displaced myself and that mad guy was dead, directly on top of the head of that mad guy. They shot to kill. But in Douala, in Yaoundé, since Maurice Kamto started his protest, have you heard them killed one man? They have never killed anybody. They have. Nobody was killed. Nobody was killed. Nobody was killed. But when it came to us, we are not humans and we will never be humans to them. If you want to listen and listen carefully, Ambazonians, we will never be humans to them. Don't mind what Paul Atakanji, Benjamin Etoy, all those slaves. Don't mind what they are not human. They are only toiling with them. At the end of the day, they will feed them in the dogs. They will feed them in prison. Where is Fonjindam? Fonjindam used to be a brain. I don't know how I can put it. That is the man who stood for Chantier Navarre, and Chantier Navarre was like never. But where is he today? He's a forgotten prisoner. He's a forgotten prisoner. So let me tell you people something. They will never. Let me tell you, they will never. All these ones who are Nambere, Ngongo Failure, Zikawa Yannick, I see all them. They are punishment. Paddy Asanga, Alex Ndive, my country people. Let me tell you, they are only using you to do their dirty works. If they could not spare their own brothers, they will not spare you. Let me tell you. Listen to me and listen to the voice of wisdom. We are not and we will never be the same. We all came out for the same thing. To demonstrate, to exercise our civil rights against a system. How many have they killed? We have lost more than 13,000. How many have died in La Republique? Listen, go to their prison. How many of our brothers have died? Chief Oritia just died. How many of them, of the MRC, how many of their MRC prisoners have died? None have died. None. But ours are dying every day in the prisons. In Boya the other day, they beat that young man until. They beat him till dead. How many of you have you heard that they beat in Yaoundé or in Douala? How many? Because we are not human. Ambazonians, look, let me tell you people something. Stop wasting your time. That peace you are talking, peace. Stop wasting. They are not interested in peace. And they will never be interested in peace. They will never. When the French youths came out in front of their French parliament embassy and they were protesting, did anything happen? Did anything happen? Nothing. So, fellow Ambazonians, are they sorry the one the way they might talk about pidgin? Are they sorry the one the way they for diaspora? They laugh, say, when they fight, when be this, when be, are they sorry una go live racism for white man? Una go still go back. Una says they shoot that small black American the other day, that two white them. Una says they shoot that small Orie they call it. They shot him like a dog. He was jogging. He was jogging on the street. They shot him like a dog. Look at the video the other day of a man in the Turkish airline. They sellotaped him. Like, they carried him like Jesus have mercy. Then you will still go back in your own country, in your own independent nation, and you hear, Tono eki, tu viens d'où? Je ne comprends pas l'anglais là, je ne comprends pas anglais. Your own brother. We need mental emancipation. Emancipation. Bob Marley used to say, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. We can never be with them. They can never be with us. If you are in the diaspora, emancipate the way blacks are dying in the diaspora, you Ambazonia, you will go back home and you still face your own. Let me tell you, I hate the day. They have destroyed our system. They have turned University of Boyana into a state property. Now, it's appointment. UB now has become a state parastatal. The pride of the Ambazonian man, that is the University of Boya, Anywhere, it has been transformed into something else now. And that is how they will keep changing. They have destroyed everything. Power camo, marketing bottle, what do not, they have destroyed. Look at Yoke. Look at that small power generating this thing in Yoke. They have abandoned. Look, Menchum 4, abandoned. Look at the ring road they promised us for 50 years. Let me tell you, we will never be friends with them. If they don't hate you, they will hate your child. They don't kill you, they will kill your child. We have nothing to do with them. Wake up from sleep. If you are listening to me, wake up from sleep. If you were given 100 euros in this revolution, please go to your county, give 1,000. Draft with at least 1,000. Now is the time. Completely, there is nothing left in their system. My brothers, we will never be friends with these people. They hate us, and they know that they hate us. They are only exploiting us. The GDP of Cameroon, we have 60%. Ambazonia supplies 60% of their GDP. 60%. So they are only interested in our resources. They are not interested in our well-being. That is why they want to destroy everything. All our institution, the House of Chief, our regional parliament, our prime ministerial position, they have destroyed all our institutions. Destroyed them. They destroyed unto the point that they destroyed even our own history. It was during when this revolution started that I started reading and going into the in-depth. When I was in school, they were teaching us mining in Sweden. Forestry in Norway. Where has forestry in Norway landed me? Tell me. Where has mining in Sweden kept me? Do they learn mining in Sweden themselves? Does the Swedish people learn their own mining? That is what they taught us. Where has it landed me and you today? We have cocoa farming in Mato. They have not taught us about cocoa farming in Mato. But they taught us banana in Spain. As if we don't grow banana. As if we don't, because they don't want us to know that there are mines. We have mines in our own country. They don't want us. They will tell us electricity in Germany. Because they don't want us to know that we have electricity power generating source in Menchum. Vetted us completely. These people are evil. The Frenchman is evil. They are wicked. And they will never be our friends. No matter how sympathetic they come, they will never be our friends. Let me tell you, if you are listening to me, the Frenchman will never be your friend. They will exploit. They dump you. Mr. Dupont, yes, you are filing your case. You will carry your case to your ICC. That is your business. We have our own case that we are carrying to the same ICC. We will meet at the corridors of ICC. Then we will see what will happen there. But we will not be friends with you. We are not friends. You have your agenda, we have our agenda. We are pursuing our agenda, you are pursuing your own. When we go, we'll meet at the Carrefour. That Carrefour in The Hague. We'll meet there and we'll story there and it ends there. But on the ground, what we have in mind is our independence. Fellow Ambazonians, the time has long gone for us to talk people. Now is to talk what pains us. We have a lot of pain in our hearts. We have a lot of pain we live with pain. Our parents died in pain. John Gu Foncha died in pain. In 1999, if I don't mistake that date. Let me see if I can get. Is it 90? Yeah. In 1995, a 9-man delegation returned. This is it. Look at this. This is the river. This is Mongo. This delegation went to the United Nations. They took this flag. We are not going to hand this flag to our children. Foncha, they have given us this flag. We cannot hand this flag to our children. Wake up from sleep. Your child cannot leave the diaspora in freedom in everything and goes back and they ask you, tu es qui? Ton père est qui? Tu viens d'où? And then your child knows that this French is an illegal language in their own country, their mother's country, in his father's country. That child knows that the French is an illegal language. We are not going to hand them this battle. Ambazonians, we are not going to give them this battle. We our children. We are going to fight this battle till the end. Let me and let my child live it. That is why I tell you people, let me go to the Hague. Let International Criminal Court judge me, sentence me for life. Then let my child be in Boya celebrating and dancing. I have no problem. Something must kill a man. Let me tell you, something must kill a man. We have taken more than enough. They are still killing. Let me tell you, they are killing us ruthlessly. In Tumbo today, as I've just said, in Tumbo today, they caught this imam. They have beaten him until they shot him this morning. I'm waiting for his picture to put it up. They have destroyed everything that we had. Because I cannot imagine that you will study in English class 1 to class 7. You study in English from 1 right up to upper C. You fail the English language. You want to apply in University of Boya, they tell you because you have failed English. Then somebody comes out from Yaoundé. He's been in Yaoundé, he has spent all his life in French. He comes to in Boya. He sits for 2 or 3 months. Write English exam. As usual, they will write the English exam in Boya, but they will mark it in Yaoundé. When the results come out, you who have been studying English for 14 years, you will not have the privilege to study in the University of Boya because you failed English. There's somebody who has been studying in French for 14 years, comes and study French for 3 months and is admitted into the University of Boya. Today when they want to call, they say, who is Anglophone? Anglophone is anybody who studies English. How many of them are in the University of Boya now? How many? Look at Commonwealth. When they say Commonwealth scholarship, no, how many Ambazonians have ever benefited from Commonwealth scholarship? Or in the corridors of power, children of ministers. Children of ministers. I remember when I was a kid, when Michael Jackson was launching the Heal the World. I will never forget. I was still a child. Michael Jackson was launching the Heal the World, and each country had to produce 2 kids for that Heal the World program. It was supposed to be from a poor background, but guess who left La République for that program? Where them one son and one daughter of a minister. They went. It is the same thing that is happening in the Commonwealth, that we protest every day. They have occupied everything in Commonwealth is them. It's the French people. They will never be our friends. Let me tell you. Stop deceiving yourself. They will never be our friends. We will never be friends with them. We will never be friends with them. If you are still thinking of any relation with them, you are on the wrong side of history. Because they are out. The Bible says, John chapter 10 verse 10 says, the devil has come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. The Frenchman came into Ambazonia to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And this is the complete fulfillment of that prophecy. They have stolen our property. They are killing our people. And now they are destroying our villages. They have stolen our wealth. They are still stealing it. They are killing our people. They have been killing them since 1961. They started killing. They are still killing. And now they are now destroying. They are burning down villages on daily basis. They have already burned more than 400 villages. So the prophecy of John chapter 10 verse 10 is coming to pass in Ambazonia. But the Bible says, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Matthew chapter 12 verse 11. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Only violent men will take their portion and will take it by force. Let me tell you, we are going to take it by force. That is why ambassador of justice and war, because the kingdom of the Amazonian people are seeing the fulfillment of a scripture. And it is only the same scripture that will give us the power and the authority to chase them out of our land. We are going to take violence to chase the demons out of Amazonia. They have destroyed everything. They run the court. Go to Cuba. They have created a teachers technical high college, or what, government teachers technical high college. Go there. How many percent of Amazonians are there? They are not even up to 10%. All the names you will see in Vondo, Aisi, you will see Mekermendunga, you will see only French. They live Yaoundé, they live Douala, live Kribi. They are all in Kumba. They have taken complete control. Limbe is part of Douala. Sorry, Victoria is part of Douala. Nice. So, as another scallywag was talking, they have started fighting that who will be chairman of the deep sea port, and let an Amazonian be chairman of the deep sea port. And I ask, who is the chairman of Sonara? Is Sonara not in Amazonia? You are already asking for Amazonian to be. You see, slave mentality. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Slave mentality. Look. You are okay now. You are fighting that an Amazonian should be the chairman of the deep sea port. So Sonara is not Amazonia. You see the level that they have taken us into. Sonara is not Amazonia. It is the deep sea port that will be in Amazonia. Oh, Lord, have mercy on your people. Lord, have mercy. They said the Bible says they have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But we have come. He says, "I have come that you might have life." Then he directs us to that heaven suffered violence. We are going to take it by force. Wake up from sleep. If you are listening to me, I am provoking your spirit. I'm telling you that you have not done anything yet. Because Yaoundé has employed, since we heard that the crew of 180 French Navy, they entered Yaoundé, Kribi. Have you heard that they have gone back? Did you hear? We only heard that they came. They were training 1,000 special forces in the forest in East. Have you heard about it again? We have not that Navy, that warship that landed in Kribi. We have not heard that they have gone. Stranger come for your house, you sabi. They were stranger one go, no man no sabi. The stranger we cannot find worker. They are still there. That is why they are going, have not been acknowledged by even La Republic, because they are still there. Their mission is not over. They still have a mission. Look at what they did in Bali. They came to the Bali market. They destroyed. They burned down houses in the market square. And you are still sitting in the diaspora. You think they are joking. Let me tell you, we are at war. And this war, they don't identify people. Every person is an enemy. These Bulu people, when they come in, when they start speaking that their language, they know everybody is a potential enemy. So if you are listening to me and you are on ground zero, your brothers are waiting for you. Our camps are not yet full. Our camps are not yet full. So don't think you will boast in the diaspora. Yes, I have made it in life. I have made it. You will go back to Amazonia, you will still remain a slave. Listen to me very well. You will still remain a slave to the Frenchman. When you land the Douala airport, you will start, they will ask, everything in the Douala airport is French. Everything in the Yaoundé airport, in Simale airport is French. You will carry your title as a doctor. You will carry your title as a surgeon, as a general in the United States Army or whatsoever. You will still go back and ask, donnez-moi ton papier. The racism we face in America is not those from your from who you say they are brothers, they will still judge you. They will still humiliate you. And when we are fighting, some scallywag ask us that we are mad. Why are we fighting? I'm not here to talk people. I hate the Frenchman who has decided for 58 years to humiliate us. Enough is enough on this social media. Why these people are crawling every day? They are crawling inside Amazonia, and we allow dirty non-entities to distract us. Fellow Amazonians, wake up from sleep. Let us look at the real enemy. Let us point the real enemies. Those in the house, let us not give them attention. When we give attention to the enemies in the house, the enemy outside crawls without you. That is their project. That is their agenda. Distract them while we enter. They have been paid to distract us. Do not allow them. Do not let them. Do not snub them. Make them useless. Don't talk to them. Look, let me tell you. I don't want to learn in Yaoundé. I want to learn in Boya. I want to learn in Tiko. I want to learn in Bafut. Go to Bafut. Aéroport is in French. Aéroport international. I say Aéroport de Bafut. Go there. The placard in the Bafut airport is written in French. I dream the day that I will land in Bafut and I see Bafut International Airport. I dream the day that I will land in Tico and I see Tico International Airport. From Stuttgart, we make a stop in Turkey. Turkey, we land directly in Tico. That is my dream. That is what I want. For my children. For your children. For your tomorrow. I don't dream that I will suffer all the racism here and still go back. And a Frenchman will tell me, toi, Biafre. When you tell them you are doctor, this they say, quel docteur? Docteur de quoi? Hey, fiche-moi la paix, quel docteur, docteur. Est-ce qu'on mange docteur ici? Est-ce que c'est le docteur qu'on mange? Tais-toi. They humiliate you because they know you are an Amazonian. That is the humiliation we get from them. And you are not ashamed. You are not ashamed. While your brothers are fighting, you still sit and say, when I go down a craze. You will face them. You will face them. You will continuously face the humiliation if we don't fight for you. We are fighting because we don't want you to be humiliated. We are fighting because we don't want your children to be humiliated. The humiliation that Foncha went through, he regretted until death. Let me tell you, wake up from sleep, Amazonian. Tell your neighbor it is time that we fight what is rightfully ours. The United Nations cannot change it. If you think you are a friend to the Frenchman, tell the United Nations, let them scrap the 21st of April. Let them scrap that chapter 1608. Tell them to scrap it. And they call me a terrorist, I will accept. But so long as that chapter is still in the United Nations archive, they will never call me a terrorist. They will know I am fighting to restore what they gave us and they stole it. Now is the time for me and you to rise up like one man, one soldier, and face these scallywags, face these enemies that have said our own destiny, the destiny of our children, will not be written in pen, but will be written with dust, so that they can wipe it at any time. Why they write that of their children in bold letters. They write that of your child on the dust for the wind to blow it. Amazonians, rise up. Amazonians, rise up. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, it's a call for war. It's a call to defend motherland. It's a call to defend homeland. What do you have? Is it your diplomatic? Open all the diplomatic doors. Knock. Is it the financial power? Give everything. everything. Are you on the ground with your stick? Fight. Because we are behind you. When I was still on ground zero and we hear bushfire, when they come, they never tell us what they were doing. None of them. None of them will tell you. They'll tell you, no, what we do in the diaspora ends in the diaspora. When we come back home is to enjoy ourselves. We are big people. It is when I came to the diaspora now that I say, so this is what you were hiding. Slaves. You are slaves here. You don't work ninga for year. Then you still come back for your house. They still tell you the same thing. Montre-moi ton papier. Tu es qui? Tu viens d'où? In your own house, in your mother's house, in your father's house. They put you to sit on the floor. Frenchman, I hate you. I hate what you have done to me. I hate what you did to my father. What you did to my mothers. I hate it. I will not allow you to do it to my children. We have taken more than enough. Now is the time for us to face the enemy outside. Their mission of those inside have been spoiled. We have spoiled them. We will not answer you. You will grumble and stay. You will grumble and stay. So many of us cannot even go back to bury our loved ones. And you think we are joking? You think we are in this thing, we are joking? Okay, you that you say you are not part of this struggle, go back. Go. You that you say you are not part of this struggle, your hands are clean. Go back, let us see. If you go, you don't answer French. Look, let me tell you so. No French product in Amazonia. No French. Any French product are mostly the people of Kumba. And no, it is one by one. If you are selling any Brazzaville product, we will pick you. We will pick you. They will not even see you again. We will pick you. Because you are an enabler in the house. We are going to destroy any French, anything that concerns French in Amazonia. Anything that concerns La Republique, we are going to destroy. Their buildings, we are going to destroy them. Anything that we know that has military hiding, anything that they use to intimidate us, we are going to take it down. I don't talk too much. I walk on the ground. Social media, I just do it because it's my responsibility. But I am walking with this ground and we are doing it fatly. So if you are in Kumba, if you are in Meme, Konye and Bonge, Kumba itself, and you think you can enable the genocidal regime of Mr. Pobia to continuously, you are wasting your time. We are coming for you. Because from Aijo, take it from Pobia and then take it from you. It will not happen. Ambazonians, now is the time for us to rise up as one man. Now is the time to rise up and as one man. You cannot be in the diaspora, you are even afraid. I look my brother Abdul Karim. The moment where I sit, I begin to doubt whether he can go back. I begin to contemplate. If this man go back, will he be safe? If this man go back, will he be safe? He has missed the first trap. This one, even though they have soiled his name in all type of ways because that is what the Republic wanted. And then now I begin to realize why Maurice Kamto, as wicked as he had to dodge that trap. Because if he would have received the Ambazonians, when on returning back, they will say, yes, tu fais pas d'un groupe de terroristes. You have made arrangement with terrorists outside, so you must go in. But technically, he was wise to have escaped. You are not even sure to go back to your own country. You are not even sure. Where you are, you know. Those in the diaspora, where you are, you know. You are not comfortable. You're only comfortable back home. But when you go back, are you really comfortable? Country where you must walk all the time with your ID card. You are guilty before even pleading innocent. That is their system. When they accuse you, they lock you first. Then before they prove you guilty, before they prove you innocent. Some of them die We have 3 young men. He's the friend of, he's the junior brother of one of my my drivers in Kumba when I was working with Mondia. These guys, Conrad, they were making jokes on Boko Haram. You know these text messages, this person say, if you want to join Boko Haram, this is just text, joke. Let me tell you, those 3 young students were sentenced to 10 years in prison. They are still there. Amnesty International have written, they have collected more than 10,000 signatures for the government of Mr. Because they are Ambazonians. They are still inside the Kondengi Central Prison till today because they are Ambazonians. 3 of them making jokes. You have decided to destroy the life of 3 young people. They are in your dungeons in Yaoundé. And you say we are friends with these people? Man, so you are mad upstairs. You are mad upstairs. We are not friends with them and we will never be friends. They will never be our friends because they hate us. Let me tell you, if they hate even the child that you are carrying. Woman, let me tell you, those demons in Yaoundé, they hate even the child you are carrying. Stop fooling yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. Now is the time for me and you to join hands to chase these people out of our land. They keep killing. Fold your arms. Go and listen to gossip every day. When they gossip, when you hear this man, breaking news from this, this man, secret leaked audio from this, those things will not help us. Let me tell you, if breaking news was giving us independence, we would have been in Boya now. But for the past 3 years, we have been hearing breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. What has this breaking news given us? It has not given us anything. What has leaked audio given us? Leaked audios from Yaoundé, leaked audios from this WhatsApp group. What have they given us? They have not given us independence. These audios, this breaking news have not even pushed this struggle by 1 foot. One. They have not. Continue, go there and listen to all the fake news, the breaking news, the this, that. It will not give us independence. It will not change the mind of La Republique. Until me and you will change our mindset from talking against people, from allowing internal distraction and facing that rat mole that is entering under the bed. Then the world will know that we are serious, because we are still joking with these people. We are still joking with them. Let me tell you, I want to be frank and bold. If they tell me that we have one of them in our midst, I tell, hey, don't call me. You know what you have to do it. When they catch our own, they don't ask you what to do with them. I don't play with them. I don't. The Bible says the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. The people of Ambazonia suffered violence, and only violence will take it by force. I pity you who are ground zero. They laugh with you, they don't laugh with you. Every Ambazonian young man is a suspect. From 18 years, from 18 to 90, you are a suspect, and they will kill you. They will kill you. Don't think there is peace. There is no peace. You look at it, it's a superficial peace. Rise up. Ambazonians, rise up. Wake up from sleep. Wake up from sleep. We have taken more than enough from these people. We have taken more than enough. Just forget about those ones who call themselves black legs. Forget about those who call themselves king of black legs, peace crusaders. Forget about them. These ones, they have mental problem. You know, when you eat bread and sardine, you no longer become normal again. The sardine bread, the oil, that sardine oil, changes your mentality. They have tested bread and sardine. All that they say, don't be distracted. Don't listen to them. They have already started crying. Let me see if I can play. Listen to what Alex, is it Alex? Listen to what this is what Alex Ndive is saying. Let me just touch this part before we run up. Let me touch it. You listen to what I want now. What is happening in DDR? Let me begin with what this. Oh, I wish I really had this. Please listen. Listen to this well. Okay, Alex, I'm sorry because if I had used the other, Alex is angry that the government is not showing justice to those people who are in DDR. That they are in DDR, they are enjoying themselves. They are showing their laptops. These are people who have killed people, and the government allows them. They are looking for justice. There is problem in that DDR. There are our boys who are going there. There is real problem there. Look at these ones. They call themselves peace crusaders. He says he's fighting for justice. But that those who are in debt, it means he's jealous. That's why those who have sold their consciences, they have sold themselves in the name of DDR. It's a pity that their own brothers they are not even happy. Let me tell you. They are not even happy that they are there. They are not even happy. So it's a divided kingdom. The Frenchman always loves to divide and rule. And that is what he is doing even among these black legs. Look at Dive. He is angry that his colleagues are in the DDR center. His colleagues are there, are enjoying. They are showing their laptops after they have killed people. You see. That is the brain of the Frenchman, to divide and to rule. He has divided us and now he wants to rule. So that they are still carrying it in their black leg conference. Now they don't want to see this other scallywag who has gone and say he's a crusader for peace. My country people now is fighting against Gu Santos. They don't want to see Gu Santos. Yanikawa has another problem now. Yanikawa is fighting against Nambere. Let me see if I can get Yannick Kawa's own. I just hope this thing plays where, I don't know. Yanikawa. He too now has a problem. He is angry. He is angry with Yanikawa now is angry. Look at his face. You look, he's very unhappy. Look at him. He does not even look a happy man. We have succeeded in destroying their black leg, all their agendas. Okay, this is his problem.
Discussion for a fee for convince others in, but that is not the rightful strategy for a brother say make come off for bush, because if you show jeep you can that jeep no day,
that is what they have been doing.
Tell them the truth.
Tell them that there is nothing.
100 million the one come home na eat even taxi no get them.
That is it.
Tell them the truth.
That is their strategy.
When they come out for bush, they will save not alive. When they come out for bush, their brothers and sisters and back home, they go enjoy their villages and the way they be done.
We have never enjoyed our villages.
Tell them the truth. If not for Thomas Snap do propaganda, I get plenty big people the way they can't.
Look at the face.
Where they can't visit for center. I forgot. Becky say I want to do propaganda.
Look at a miserable young man.
We order kind of the hell. When man do wrong, he say don't do wrong. Call a spade is spade.
Nambere has done wrong. He has openly revealed.
My brother, he don't do wrong. And any peace ambassador where he try to bring my brother the out for bush, mostly where you are an ex-combatant, no threatening your brother for bush. Because
so look at him. He's a young man who thought he could betray his own people. Look how miserable he is. How miserable. They fool you that come. The amount of money that he had promised people, the money is not there. They have come and they have not seen that money. Most of them have run. He is complaining that he has been here for long and so many people have left him inside there. And what is he going to do? He has to persevere. He has to persevere. That is it. Please don't be deceived. Didi Arrow Center is on fire. They are slaves and they will remain slaves in there. They will remain slaves in there. Listen, they will remain slaves. They will never go out of that place. He's crying. Oh, I wish I've really arranged that. Oh gosh. In my next show, maybe I'll present it. But you can see, Yanikawa is telling you that don't fool other people. When they come, let them not see. You promise them. Nambere is showing cars and he is angry because Nambere came. They receive him in Yaoundé. Nambere has not been in DDR. But he who was the first, who started, was the main initiator. He is still in DDR. So many others have been integrated. As miserable as he is, that is how the Frenchmen Ambazonians. They have set Congo failure, Njume Franklin, they have set them up against Aya. Today, Aya Foundation went to court. None of them came. Now, let me tell you, they have abandoned them. Njume Franklin and failure in Congo, they will face the Aya's Foundation at any level. The government has abandoned them. Use and dump. That is how we have been termed for the past 58 years. That they will use us and they will dump us. Look at this miserable young man, Kawayani, miserable. He is regretting his action. Your independence is worth fighting for. Slaves, even when the Israelites were about to leave Egypt, let me tell you, some Israelites fought against him. Thank you very much for being with me. On Thursday, I'll be hosting the defense coordinator from Bonge, who doubles as the commander for the Swords of Ambazonia. I'll be hosting him on the ABC 7 p.m. Amber time. Fellow Ambazonians, share this message. Let it reach. The presidency of La Republique is watching it. I know that. Share it. Let it reach every household in Ambazonia. God bless you. One for all for one. We will die fighting. Don't forget to draft. Don't forget to identify your local government. Short live the struggle. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. God bless you all. Good night.